But I think maybe it's your camera. Like it's like a little bit dirty.
Be back
Or
now.
Very humid there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah.
Cheapest trick. Okay, amazing. Thank you, my IT masters. Oh, look at all the colors. And yin restorative yoga is also called, is actually adapted according to the more meridianic side of practice. So it's stimulating different meridians in the body according to the traditional Chinese medicine. So that's one concept. And on the other one, we have restorative yoga, which is sometimes is also called yoga nidra. And restorative yoga means that we are restoring the body in positions where like the body is completely passive. There is absolutely no activation. It's just coming into a state of equilibrium. So to begin with, we will begin actually with a restorative pose to come into our bodies. And I will ask you to place your feet on towards the mat. Place a cushion on the towards the back. So this will be our entering position when you just lie on towards your lumbar spine, on towards your back, and allowing the knees to be bent as you find your easeful rest on a cushion supported underneath. This would be a restorative yoga position when your back is supported, your palms are falling out, gently touching the ground underneath. Allowing yourself to commit yourself. Staying inside the position. Attention of the practice today is set on the grounding sensation. Observing the touch surface of your feet make with the ground. Surface of your skin that connects through the backside to the ground. Okay. Sometimes in real life we get overstimulated. Our senses get distracted. We get a lot of input into our body, absorbing heaps of information. So when that happens, it's very nice, very healing to bring your center point of awareness towards one sensation, to reduce the stimulation and focus onto one. And this time, your point of awareness should travel towards the breath, acknowledging your inhalation, acknowledging your exhalation. You're melting into the ground. Remaining still for a few more breaths. As you invite the mantra in, the mantra of soul, the mantra of soul, is the natural adaptation of your breath. Every inhalation represented with soul. Every exhalation followed the proclamation of Ham. Allow this mantra to vibrate throughout the body. Perhaps inviting in an ujjayi breath. Expanding your chest towards the sky with all that you are. Just breathing in and breathing out. Restoring, resting in your being. Restoring, resting. We're having a very easeful, relaxing in class today. So you find yourself in a 90-90, one knee in front, other knee at the back. The same arm with the same knee that is in the front will reach towards the back as you will gaze towards the direction of the shoulder. Taking your spine all the way up as you slowly begin to roll throughout your neck, rolling with the head. Lubricating every single joint, disc. As with an exhalation, the other palm presses in towards the hip. We will change the position of the palms so that they will face towards the front knee and gaze towards that extended elbow towards the side. Just breathe here throughout the spine. As you're grounding through the sitting bones, legs down. Finding openness, easefulness. As you're remaining with the breath of soul, breathing in soul, breathing out ham. With an exhalation, releasing the head, removing the arms on towards the other side. And even the legs come to shift slowly, slowly, slowly on to the other side. Finding the stance throughout the vertebrae. And this time, make sure that you roll your head to the opposite direction that you did before. As if applying oil to your joints, throughout the spine, shoulders, and the mind. Lastly, gazing towards the extended elbow towards the side. Navigating through the senses, extracting the senses from the outside world into the inward point, focusing on your breath. And with an exhalation, the arms come towards the front. And now another chance to use the pillow if you have it with you. If you don't have it with you, you will arrive all the way towards the front knee. But if you do have the pillow, you can open up the legs even a little bit wider, and this pillow can go all the way into the direction of your front knee. So your front knee is directly in that way, meaning that the pillow can direct all the way into a nice vertical, and you will come into a subtle twist by relaxing all the way on towards the pillow. You will try to breathe as slowly as compassionately, breathing in so much space. And eventually you will be able to gaze all the way towards the back, twisting completely throughout the whole spine. Restoring your lumbar spine, relaxing your mind, grounding your body. A gentle twist, just lubricating the disc between the vertebrae. Lifting all the liquid within. Move the breath to expand and contract. And you just breathe in so exhale. Remaining in the pause for 5 more restorative breaths. Breathing the space into the back, and the ease of the front. Gently twisting, breathing, cultivating presence. Like exhalation, you will gaze all the way forward. Press your palms, sides, and open up your knees to come into a full Balasana, child's pose. Pressing your pillow all the way towards your hips. Your knees are expanding. And this time your head can fall either towards the side or towards the front so that you keep on expanding throughout your throat. Feeling your hips. the back expanding. Back again to the mindself. So making the body aware that nothing is expected, nothing is needed, everything is provided. So now. With an exhalation, the navel gently presses in towards the spine. Find yourself seated on your heels and invite the knees all the way together. See if you can press your knees up, pressing the palms together. And just finding the stability up on tops of your soles of the feet. How high, how relaxed, how easeful. If you can, you can also use support. Just keep that extension from the soles through the shins to the knees. Let's stay here for 5 more deep breaths. May every each one elongate throughout the spine. With the exhalation, lower you down, ground you. Experience your back sensation within the stomach, knees, hips. And with an exhalation, slowly releasing the palms towards the front. Really press the palms towards the side to come into a 90-90 on the other side. And find your way to that deep piece, just like we did before. Eventually, you will find your position. You can adjust the pillow to be slightly closer to the front knee or slightly further back. Just try to twist with your gaze towards the back side as if you're watching your back. Change or just allowing gravity to take place. The highest form of yoga is that in surrender. Yes. In that peace and ease cultivated through the mind and the body. Today's mission is to kind of fall into the abs, ab, abs, into the abyss of nothingness. And whatever's keeping you away from that spot of peaceful easefulness, whether it's distrust that you're in the wrong position or distrust in your body that it can handle being at one place for an extended period of time. Challenging all those thoughts and beliefs. You're cultivating the presence and just being. Just be for a change. Breathing in the joy, the gratitude for your existence, for your space. Breathe down into the moment, into the present, current reality, ever changing. Breathing in gratitude, breathing out peacefulness. The next exhalation, slowly pressing the chin towards the front. You find your legs to extend all the way towards the back. Your hips should be rested just slightly underneath the hip bones, just directly underneath the pillow. As you gently pull yourself up into what is called the seal position. Just like a seal rested on the beach. There's just a slight push up towards the chest. You can even gaze all the way up. Move your neck as if just waking up. You're stimulating the back side. The lower back expanding. As the exhalation, slowly coming through the midline to press the navel towards you. And we will travel all the way into this Slavic squat, also called Malasana, also called the best thing for digestion there is. So you can use a block or you can just take a seat all the way on your pillow. Option number one is to keep the feet open, so toes opening up. Option number two is to actually face them forward. And I like to face them forward because there's also this notion of compression while engagement going outward. So the engagement is going outward, but there's still this closing happening throughout the legs. You can just feel into the senses by extending the spine all the way up. You can place your palms even in Jana Mudra by pressing the thumb and pointing finger together, allowing the spine to really concentrate, grow up tall, 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 so that you really release the shoulders far away. Just try to find the length of the spine, the knees pressing outward. Which muscles are engaging throughout your legs? Is it the inner thighs, the feet? Is it solely the knees pointing into the direction? Cultivating the sensations of the experience of the whole position. And if you need to adjust, find another prop that could lift you up even a little bit higher. What we're looking for is true easefulness of the seat, the Slavic, the yogic, the whichever seat, however you may call it. That openness throughout the spine, the pressing of the shoulders down. As the opposite arm will reach towards the opposite foot, and you will extend all the way up into a diagonal, gazing up if you can. Then with an exhalation, slowly cactus arm, going into a very deep twist throughout the stomach. Staying here for 2 more breaths. Exhalation, extending the arm over the head as you drop it down, grabbing hold of the opposite foot, opposite ankle, and reaching up, gazing up after the palm, and then slowly beginning to bend the elbow into a 90 degree. Bending the arm over, touching the base, and flowing at your own pace into that beautiful diagonal. Bending the elbow, gazing up, pushing the chest slightly forward to create an even deeper back bend. And then reaching over into a diagonal, down towards the other foot, finding your flow. Down to the other side, bending the elbow. Opening the arm into an extension. And slowly releasing down, shifting through one more time. Find that space as you bend the elbow. Feel the back, shoulders. And breathe in that soul. Exhale, hum. Extending through. Reaching down to shift. And bending. Breathing in soul. Exhaling hum for 2 more. As you exhale all the way through towards the midline, intertwining your fingers, finding that outward position of the pelvic floor as you lift all the way up, the palms intertwined over the head, breathing in through the body. For a minute, just push your shoulders up towards the ears as if you're pushing the ceiling away from the body. Hold here for 3, try to relax the mind down into the body. And with an exhalation, releasing the shoulders down to frame the face. Holding here for 5 more. So my palms are still intertwined, just that this time they're not pushing up, but instead the ceiling is pushing the arms down. You can even gaze up. Try to extend the elbows, gaze up for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Good job. Releasing all the way. All right. Next one is a straight, as we will open up the knees, the feet, and you can stay rested on that big pillow of support or sit on a block, whichever way you prefer, coming into a straddle pose. First, just bending the knees from one to the other, and then you extend both legs. Find that out of the pelvic. You can do a bit of a John Travolta motion, tucking, untucking the pelvis so that you really find the untuck of the pelvis. We're searching for the untuck of the pelvis. And from here on, let's continue first towards either the left or the right side. But you will push your side body in towards the direction of the side body leg and then reach towards the other side. Try to remain up with the chest open through the shoulders. And really find the axis of your spine to be moving from one side to the other. One side to the other. Not too much of a slouch is happening. The chest is staying open. Let's do the scoop through the bowl with the pinky finger to open up the chest slightly more into an external rotation. There we go. As we go from one to the other. From one to the other. And now really reach up, 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 up throughout the spine as you reach towards the side, landing all the way into a beautiful extension, maybe edge basing all the way on towards the toes, or even behind the head. The behind the head calm is amazing because it's opening your heart. It's creating space in your chest, collarbones, in your lungs. Try to pick yourself up high throughout the wholeness of your spine. And then with an exhalation, extending through towards the toes as you drip down the forehead towards the knee. Staying here for 5 breaths, pressing the palms towards the ground. As with an inhalation, you travel through the midline all the way onto the other side. Forehead travels down towards the knee first for 5 deep breaths. And with an exhalation, coming to press the inner elbow towards the inner thigh, finding the space in the vertebra as the pop up of the chest happens. As your cactus arm can reach over towards the toes, or just keep it open towards the side, gazing even slightly up. Try to relax the neck, find the length of the back of the neck. Slowly, 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 with an exhalation, navel presses in, upper arm bends all the way through to find your feet at the top. For this one, the block is not needed, nor is the pillow. Press it all the way to the back. You can still use it a little bit for support, but you're gonna come all the way into a figure 4 position. Your foot is flexed, landed on top of your thigh, and you seek that space when your knee is pushing out away from the chest and the other foot is coming closer and closer towards the chest. Try to keep your chest popping open, breathing with the Ujjayi Soham. Whenever you think you get bored, try to practice concentration. Practice concentration on the awareness of the breath, the awareness of the mind and the body. Bring your mind into the present moment instead of allowing it to drift away. Boredom is a virtue of tamas, which is darkness. Try to shed light onto the soul practice, onto the soul moment. Being alive, what does it mean? Slowly with an exhalation, woohoo, hugging underneath that foot. It's gonna be a bit of a Navasana position, so you're gonna keep on pressing the knee further apart. Maybe you can extend the leg, maybe you have to keep it bent, whichever way. You're gonna flex and point and flex and point, flex, point. Keep on dragging the knee towards the chest towards the knee. And then we roll all the way with the ankle for 10, 9, 8. And you switch up the direction of the circle. And with an exhalation, landing with the foot all the way onto the ground, extending the heel far away from the glute. So try to really plant the whole backside of your leg fully into the ground. Your upper leg is twisting to the outside of your lower leg. Chest pushes towards the knee as you hug and wrap around into a full twist. Allowing the detox to happen throughout the wholeness of your spine as you breathe in. Breathe in space through the shoulders, through the mind, collarbones. Keep on wrapping the knee towards the chest, remain inside the twist. Just see if you can maybe extend to deepen up the twist by extending the arm, slowly pressing it towards the thigh. Still finding the vertical throughout the vertebrae. First, breathing in space, and then gazing back. And with an exhalation and twisting towards the midline, grabbing hold of the foot like it was a baby, shifting side to side, massaging, lubricating. And then you twist open with the opposite arm across the outside of the foot. See if you can expand, even lift up the back of your knee towards the shoulder, as if it was a gun loaded on all the way onto your shoulder. And slowly, you can even try to extend all the way through, gazing underneath, or just decide to wrap around the same with the same arm, the same foot, and then shoot forward, opening the spine and then twisting towards the other side. With an exhalation, one more restorative yin posture is gonna be pressing your foot in towards the hip crease if you can. This is gonna be the more intense Janu Shirshasana. If you can do a half lotus here, you can do the half lotus, or you can do the steady Janu Shirshasana by pressing the foot in towards the thigh, whichever version you prefer. As you grow up tall throughout the vertebrae, and then slowly decline towards the front foot for 5 deep breaths. Breathing with awareness, so calm for 5 more breaths of quality. And then, like a snake, gazing towards your foot, seeing if you can lower down just slightly with the chest down towards the knee. As the navel presses in and pulls you right back up to bend that knee and shift with the other foot into a figure 4, 90-90, bending as much as possible that foot towards you, creating and closing the gap between the knee and the chest while still pushing the knee further away from the body. Try to keep the spine nice and elongated, like in the Dandasana position. Dandasana, when the chest is pulling up towards the chin and the chin is gently releasing down towards the chest. There is the awareness of your lengthitude, awareness of your spaciousness, awareness that you do need space, awareness that your body takes up space and that it takes it up with intention of expansion. So breathe with that awareness, breathe with that intention. You're experiencing drifting away, return to the soul calm. Your gaze begins to become steady. Focus, not to a point in the front. Notice how relaxed is your mind, dripping down. Notice what you're smelling. The taste in your mouth. Marking the moment right here, right now. Maybe the easefulness and peacefulness has been found. Beginning to extend the front leg towards the front, hugging the upper knee in towards the chest as you really press the side, chest towards the knee, twisting all the way towards the back for a few breaths. Elongating, elongating, elongating throughout the wholeness of your spine. Your chest pushes slightly towards the front so that the chest does not collapse. Making sure that your lower heel is pointed out, making contact with the ground. And then inhale through the spine one more time. Remain in the twist. See if you can extend the upper arm and gaze even further towards the back by remaining still and straight with the spine. There's the force of your knee pushing inwardly, compacting throughout the core. For 3, for 2, and with an exhalation, rolling towards the front, grabbing hold of your foot, either pressing it towards the hip crease into a half lotus if it's comfortable. Oh no, we didn't warm up the foot in this position. Where does Malasana go? Let's come back. We want to extend it. Navasana both pose and just point, flex, point, flex, point, flex, point, flex. Ah, it was here. Good job, guys. Okay, it was in a figure 4, balancing on the back. And then we point, flex, point, flex, point, flex, point, flex, point, flex, point, flex, rolling through all the way around 4, 8, 7, 6, 3, 2, 1, and switching up the direction of the circle. Going in for 10, see if you can collapse the foot, the leg, even closer towards the chest closer towards the foot. All right, and with an exhalation, releasing down. Now coming to that half lotus or the regular Janu Shirshasana with the foot facing the inward thigh. You face your whole body, your sitting bones, your hips, your chest towards the front leg, making sure that the whole length of your back side of the leg is on the ground, pressing the heel further away from the body. Expansion happens in your backside as you release the gaze down towards the front knee. Breathing here for 5. With an inhalation, gazing towards your toes like a snake, with that focus awareness, reaching with the chin towards the front, seeing if you can release down low, deeper into the pose. The next exhalation, pressing the navel in, rolling yourself all the way up, extending both legs into the Balasana. We're gonna preferably use the yogic block if you have it, otherwise you can stick with the cushion. And what we're gonna do next is a very gentle, a very cool pose. So you're gonna find your way all the way on towards the back and find that block underneath the lumbar spine. So it's gonna come all the way onto the end of your buttocks. You're just gonna press it over here, the knees slightly squeezing together. And you're gonna find yourself in a supported bridge position where your hip flexors are opening up. Make sure that the posture is balanced and steady. Make you feel rested and secured. As you connect with the soul from the ever prevailing breath, as if it's wrapping around your body, wrapping around your stomach, chest, and every single inhalation, every single soul, the essence of you are, that you are, that you are here on a mission, that it is your right to be on this world, that it is your pleasure to be on this world, that it is your choice and dedication to live and to breathe. And bending your being into all shapes and forms, endless potential to be realized with every single breath. I've started beginning in the notice that you are so calm. You're finding the easefulness. You can continue to perhaps try to extend your legs all the way forward, really opening the body, surrendering for 5 more breaths. Now take your time and encounter the shoulder stand position, really finalizing the practice. Turning back to remove the block away from the space underneath. Hugging the knees in towards the chest, side to side. And then pressing those knees into rotation all the way around. An exhalation, you press them towards you with an inhalation out. Beautiful massage for the lower back, for your abdominals, for your organs. As for the last bundle of joy, you find your big toes wrapped around with two peace fingers all the way into a happy baby pose, opening the knees towards the side, pressing them down as the heels rise up. Breathing here, so relaxing hand. And if you wish, maybe extension of one leg. That is the extension of the other leg. You can play. And just breathe. And slowly feet come together, releasing down into Supta Baddha Konasana, reclined butterfly. Choosing to finalize the practice in your own preferred posture, maybe Supta Baddha Konasana, a full Shavasana, or any other pose that you've been missing, that your body's been craving for. Allowing the completion to begin inside of you first. The mind wants to control, wants to dictate, and the true source of life holds inside the body. Restoring contact with the body, restoring contact with your dress. Breathing in strength, as well as surrender, the strength to surrender. Breathing in trust to feel, trust to visit, trust to be with yourself. Cultivating the appreciation, the gratitude, every single cell that breathes you. From your toes, just contracting your feet. The cells constructing your hips, thighs, shins, knees. Your body purified from all the external noise. You find your presence in your calves and knees and thighs. Acknowledging how gorgeous, how beautiful your hips are. How beautifully open your body. how perfectly the cells construct your organs. How marvelously the breath travels through in and out. The never ending beating beats in your heart. Beating easefully, beating peacefully, beating with love. That love is expanding from the heart out to the shoulders, out through the upper arms, elbows, forearms, through your palms, fingers, and fingertips. As if wearing gloves of love. Those gloves heal everything you touch. Those gloves give beauty to everything you touch. If you wish to touch as if you're wearing these gloves of love and spread the love throughout your body, feel free to do so. Traveling with awareness through the chest, through the neck, through the beauty of your chin, cheeks, and the peaceful presence of love inside your mind. Offering your body a gentle massage. Giving a soothing touch to your face, rolling around the eyes, and now the chin, the jaw, the cheek. And let's purify just a little bit by as if sweeping from away from the center of your forehead outwardly. You're sweeping with your fingers, just sweeping from the center of your forehead outwardly, just sweeping through the head outwardly, just sweeping through the forehead, sweeping through the eyebrows, sweeping underneath the eyes, sweeping from the nose outwardly, from the upper lip, from the cheeks, from the lower lip, and then rolling with the fingers from the jaw all the way up towards the temples. You may wait up in your temples with your palms pressed with the sides of your temples and lift up towards the back. If you're doing that one, you can close the eyes and gaze internally towards the left side and then internally towards the right side. You gaze, you look towards the left, towards the right, towards the left, towards the right one. And continue to do so for a few more breaths. With an exhalation, extending all limbs far away from the body, as if just woken up, giving yourself a big stretch, remaining with the eyes closed as you find your way towards the side, right hip. Breathing 2 more conscious breaths in, peaceful breaths out. And the last one, fix you right up into an easy sit. Find yourself with the eyes closed. Breathing through the spine, breathing through the body. Breathing through the cells, breathing through the love. The arms reach all the way up and embrace the space all around you. embraced with the heart. On inhalation, you reach all the way up to embrace the moment shared, lived, and experienced, gathered within the heart. As the third biggest inhalation, you reach all the way up to experience, to wrap up in gratitude, the totality of your being. Naming 3 things that your heart is grateful for at this very moment. Gratitude for your practice and presence. You lovely rest of your day. Namaste. Ah. Oh. Oh. Namaste. Hope you have enjoyed this easeful relaxation. I think this one should be added to our menu like monthly, because I hope you feel its wonderful effects of it's okay to be in the body, and it's okay to trust the body, and it's okay to be at ease in the body. So yeah, that's hopefully the effect. Sending all the love. May you have a very rooted evening. And yeah, it's a wrap.